question here we have Judge Mr. John Isley.
Good evening. My question is, what advice would you give to young women watching on how to deal with pressure they are facing today?
You know, pressure is normal that a young woman should face because we are approaching an age where criticisms are thrown at us. My advice to young women out there is to keep your character because beauty and intelligence will stay, but character will never change. Once you have the character, you can devote your voice and you can connect with people, and with that, pressure will not suffice. Thank you so much.
Here on stage, Navarro Dos. Please make your way and choose a bowl of judges. For this one, we have Mr. Marco Gino Yoro to ask the question.
Good evening.
What qualities and values guide you as a student leader and role model for others?
Again, the question.
Okay. What qualities and values guide you as a student leader and role model for others?
To tell you the truth, I was once a girl sitting on the side of the room. But right now, I am standing in front of you, proving that I have the ability to change for the better, and look for the positive side of things. In this, the ability that I have as a public servant is to listen, is to always set your goals straight. Thank you.
Ganun talaga minsan, the nerve takes us, but that won't stop her from being an empowered woman, diba? Palakpakan natin! And for the next barangay to answer her question is San Francisco Dos! Mga gender senior, reminder lang po, when our candidates are answering, please keep quiet. Ayan. Para makapag-focus po sila.
We have Mr. Vin Orias for your question.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My question is, what role do you think education plays in shaping a person's character? Would you like me to repeat again? What role do you think education plays in shaping a person's character?
Bilang isang student leader at isang Pilipino, naniniwala ako na edukasyon ay isang mahalaga para sa mga kabataan, lalong-lalo na sa panahon natin ngayon. Bilang isang tagapagtaguyod ng mga kabataang naaabuso, naramdaman ko at nakikita ko na kailangan ng mga kabataan nito ang edukasyon at proteksyon at suporta para mabigyang pansin ang kanilang problema o ang suliraning panlipunan dahil madalas na ito ay nasasakali o naisasawalang pangalan. At bilang isang binibini, nais kong tulungan ng mga kabataan na may kulang sa edukasyon at walang access sa quality education Dahil ang edukasyon ay makakatulong sa kabataan dahil ang kabataan ay ang pag-asa ng bayan. Salamat po.
Very well said. For next up, we have Binibining Santa Clara. We have Mr. EJ Natividad.
Hello, good evening. My question for you is, if you could have dinner with one influential person, who would it be and why?
Can you please repeat the question?
Again, if you could have dinner with one influential person, who would it be and why?
Kung ako ay magkakaroon ng isang pagkakataon upang makasama sa isang hapunan ng isang powerful influencer, ito ay si Attorney Lenny Robredo. Dahil na isa siyang magandang role model sa isang student leader na katulad ko na nagnanais na ang lahat ng tao ay mapakinggan at mavalue ang kanilang mga opinion. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Santa Clara. And she was not afraid to show what political side she has in mind. Of course, we all have our freedom demand to choose. And for the next Binibini to answer the question, Binibini, pasok kabachile uno.
We have Ms. Tara Papagana.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
So my question is, in your opinion, what is the most pressing environmental issue today and how can it be addressed?
In today's modern age, that progression is inevitable. And at the same time, we have been using industrialization as a form of development. And I think through this, it affected our clean air. And so if I would choose what would be the pressing environmental issue today, it would be the clean air or the disrupted air that we are breathing right now. And I would like to urge everyone that in spite everything that we are going now, and at the same time that we are eventually progressing, we still need to maintain our clean air, not just for ourselves, but for our own children and for the benefit of all of us. Thank you.
Next, we have Buena Vista Dos. Mr. John Aison Lee, sir.
Good evening. My question is, how would you promote diversity and inclusion in your community?
Can you repeat the question once again, please?
How would you promote diversity and inclusion in your community?
Well, I really think and believe that it's important for us to know that diversity is normal. We all have our own capabilities and abilities, our own differences, and we should embrace it. As for inclusion, of course, despite those differences, we should not outcast someone because of that, but rather we should embrace each other and make that as a connection. Thank you.
Thank
Marco Giuliano. Sir.
Good evening.
What makes you different from the other girls competing together?
I believe that I have a determined mind, a passionate heart, and an empowered soul. And I believe that that makes me unique among all the Binibinis. But I do not disregard that we are equally beautiful and we are equally important and purposeful. But as for me, I have these qualities not just to prove myself and my abilities at this very moment, but I want to prove everyone that with this platform and advocacy, I aspire to lend a hand to all those in need, especially those suffering from problems in the healthcare system. And as a Binibini, I do not only want to inspire the youth and other people, but most importantly, I want to touch other people's lives and to save lives. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Navarro Uno. Mr. Vin Orias.
Magandang gabi, Binibini.
Good evening, sir.
Here's my question. Okay. So do you think the generation today is given so much freedom that humane values have diminished? Why or why not?
The generation today are often misconstrued as entitled, and we have the freedom and we are more capable to experience all the convenience in this generation. But I highly believe that in this moment, as someone who belongs to this young generation, I took a big step towards reaching my goals. We have our own voices and we use it as our power to not just better ourselves, but to also better someone's lives. I am joining Binibining General Trias because I have my passion, and that is for servility, and I want to use it to influence others.
Thank you, Navarro Mon. Now, let us call Pasong Kawayan Dobos.
Miss Kara Obana, please.
Hi, good evening. My question for you is, what is the most significant obstacle women face today and what should be done about it?
Aligned with my advocacy as a woman of action and spring of potentials, I aspire to be someone that is exceptional. I would like to serve as an epitome of beauty with elegance, kindness, and integrity by emphasizing Gen V. G stands for go and grow with what my heart truly desires, and that is to empower the youth. E is for empower the youth, N is for neglect all the impossibilities that may come my way. T is for transform into a better individual and for the betterment of our community as a whole. And lastly, I illuminate a brighter future ahead of my fellow women and for a progressive future of Gentry Sanya. Thank you.
Thank you for the lovely answers.
Pilit ng lima yan. Gusto na naman ulit.
We have, lastly,
Kapay na, dapat mag-ano.
Habanera.
Tawag ng tapay.
Mr. EJ Dividad.
Good evening. My question for you is, if you are given a choice to change the world, what would it be and why?
Again with the question.
If you are given a choice to change the world, what would it be and why?
How were given a choice to
Change the world.
change,
The world.
govern,
World.
world?
What would it be and why?
If I will be given a choice to change the world, it is aligned with my advocacy to empower the youth. Because I believe that when their enthusiasm, their drive, their capabilities are channeled properly, we can give rise to a brighter future. We can give rise to a new change in the society. Because I think that when their capabilities, endless capabilities, are channeled properly, it can really give rise to responsible leadership and effective governance in the future. And as a political science student, I understand that these factors are important because we cannot